More than 300 people took in an annual conference focusing on women in Lloydminster. Our Leo Cruzat had a chance to attend to the event and tells us what their theme is this year.
The 12th annual Inspiring Women Conference was focused on creating connections within the community.
That's kind of an interesting theme for us because this room is full, so there's a lot of people connecting here today. We have over 350 participants, and we just really encourage everyone to make a new friend or kind of build those other connections that they already have, whether you're an entrepreneur or a stay-at-home mom or you're working in an office. We want you to come and be here today and create connection with your community.
Fellow organizer Kelly Sidoric appreciates the support.
It's really inspiring to us that with this amount of time it's grown, time's gone by quickly, but we have so much support, and we're just really we really value the community that we're part of, because it's the community that makes this happen.
Different speakers participated in the conference, including a life leadership and business coach, Deborah Kazowski.
So today I am talking about standing in your own spotlight, and I am using the hero's journey to turn it into the shero's journey of how to move through life knowing that there are going to be twists and turns, and to expect them, and building in tools and strategies to help you be more resilient and more engaged with the process, and knowing that there is a gift from the adversity that you might face.
Deborah says that she wants to empower people despite the challenges, and when we ask who's her role model that inspires her, she responds,
There's so many women that have walked before me that I have taken little pieces here and there. Right now, it's my mom. My mom, 2 weeks ago, went to hospital with pneumonia and had a stroke. And watching her strength come through this difficult time, when we thought the outcome wasn't going to be so great, is so amazing to see how our bodies function, how our vision and the strengths we hold within that really help us through these challenging times.
The event started at 8 a.m. and ended at 4 p.m. According to Tara, there are a total of 360 people attended this year's event. And tickets are available for next year's conference at the KT & Company Facebook page. I'm Leo Cruzat from Primetime Local News.
For the last 14 years, the Lloydminster and District Co-op has sponsored a Kindness Wins campaign to raise money for Beyond Borders Circle of Change.
We wanted to raise some funds, right, for Beyond Borders Center of Change, and it was Circles of Change, and it was time to do something. So we got some action going and thought we could tie into the anti-bullying campaigns that have been national in February. So really, it started 14 years ago, and ever since then, it's just snowballed larger and larger. We've had a really great partnership with Brandy Hofer and the Art Academy for the last 4 years now, so it's been awesome.
For the last 4 years, local artist Brandy Hofer and the students at her art academy have designed the shirts and sweaters for Kindness Wins. To Hofer and the students, the collaborations mean more than just the...
have been advocating Kindness Wins. We're not just designing the shirts, but we're advocating in the schools, going out and doing public art, and really rocking the concept and celebrating what it is to be an advocate for Kindness Wins.
I think it's really cool because some of my friends who may not be in it this year are still part of this design with me, so I think it's really cool.
This campaign is very important to the co-op as it aligns with their values.
This program just aligns with our values of community and integrity and responsibility. We just want to give back, and so yeah, we continue to align with our values and teamwork too. Teamwork is one of our major values, so it just aligns very well.
The Kindness Wins merchandise is available at all co-op locations. Lloydminster is going to be experiencing some new speed zones throughout the city. They were discussed at City Council that reductions are a necessity for some key areas. The main one going to see some change is 50th Avenue and 67th.
Transport Canada has some regulations around what speed zones should be, and it's based on the number of access points, the traffic flow, number of lights, etc. We put lights in this year at 62nd Avenue on Highway 17 North, and we really are looking at how do we manage the traffic as well as make it consistent across the city.
The speed reduction is also paired with improvements to the intersection, including newly installed traffic lights between 50th Avenue and Highway 17.
So that people know what those limits are and aren't always surprised by, oh, I was going too fast or someone's coming up fast behind me. So it's just a real standardization in our road and really to promote safety.
Other changes around the city include the 80 zone at 67th Street and 40th Avenue. Unless otherwise posted, the speed limit on roadways is set at 50 kilometers per hour. Hawker joins me now to talk about the weather. And Callum, what can we expect for the next couple of days? It's not a time to run out of your windshield washer fluid or forget your sunglasses, that's for sure.
Yes, no, you put it right on the head there, Leanne. It's still very warm here in the border city. We've been seeing rising temperatures throughout the last couple weeks, but really not winter temperatures we're seeing right now. It's actually feeling a lot like spring, especially right now. The current conditions here in the border city, 6 degrees Celsius. So super warm, and then with the wind chill, it's only at 4 degrees. So like I said, not your typical winter weather as you've been seeing, or as you'd usually see in these times. Look across the region, Cold Lake is at 6 degrees over in Bonnyville and St. Paul, and Vegreville is at 7 degrees. Up in Lac La Biche is 8. Over in Edmonton is all the way at 10 degrees. Down in Vermilion, 9 degrees, and then Wainwright and Provost is both at 10 as well. Over on the Saskatchewan side, Pierceland and Green Lake and Meadow Lake all at 6 degrees. St. Walburg and Lloydminster St. Walburg's 5 degrees. Lloydminster, like I said, is at 6. Maidstone at 2, Macklin at 6 degrees, and North Battleford at 3 degrees. Looking over at tonight's forecast in North Battleford, a low of -4, still very clear, and just like in Lloydminster, North Battleford has been seeing some rising temperatures the last few weeks, so a rather warm night in North Battleford. Tomorrow's forecast in North Battleford, plenty of sunshine, and we've been seeing that across the region in a lot of places in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Very sunny time, and a high of 3 degrees with some winds coming out 17 kilometers an hour, so not too windy, but definitely a little breezy out North Battleford tomorrow. And then Cold Lake tonight, -5 and clear. So yeah, just like North Battleford, it is pretty warm at night, not too cold, as it's only dipping down to -5 as the low. And then Cold Lake tomorrow, clouds coming in throughout the day, but pretty sunny throughout, a high of 4 degrees, and not too much wind at 9 kilometers an hour. So a really nice Friday tomorrow in Cold Lake. And then tonight's forecast in Lloydminster, a low of -3, so pretty warm, and then 17 kilometer an hour wind, so a little breezy here in the border city tonight. And then we look at the full day tomorrow on Friday, 6 a.m., mostly clear at -3, and then around noon, it's pretty sunny as we've been seeing all week with a high of 1 degree going into 6 p.m., staying around the same temperature, just dropping down a couple at -1, and then at midnight, mostly clear and -3. Then looking at your 3-day forecast heading into the weekend, Friday, very sunny with some clouds coming in. High of 3, low of -4. Saturday, some snow coming in the afternoon. Actually, haven't seen some snow in a while. A high of 0, a low of -8. And then on Sunday, low clouds, high of -4, and a low of -9. That is your first look at our weather report. We'll have more news after the break with Leanne.
The Lakeland men's volleyball team is going full steam ahead as they look to qualify for the ACAC Championships. Our Ben Loan has more.
Grit is a term that fits the Lakeland men's volleyball team. The Rustlers are 9-6 in conference play and sit third in the North standings. Head coach Taylor Dyer knows what his team needs to do to finish the season strong.
Yeah, we just want to play a full team game. We want to make sure we're sprinting from skill to skill and making sure we're taking care of the ball and doing the things that we need to do that's going to help us be successful. And it's just about being disciplined and making sure we're taking care of our side.
Coming into the second semester, the Rustlers were put through the gauntlet, playing 5 matches against nationally ranked opponents. The team struggled in the first 4, only winning 2 sets, but picked up a big win against the 13th ranked Nate Ooks at home. The team learned a lot about themselves and knows what they need to do.
I think those last few matches have really highlighted our weak spots, so the areas that we have to work on, and it's shown us sort of a bridge between where we are now and where we need to be to compete. So I think coming into this weekend against NWP, it'll be very obvious what we've learned.
The Rustlers have many players among the ACAC leaderboards. Sinclair is 6th in assists per set, and libero Jake Willick leads the conference in digs and digs per set. Having that anchor in the back row has been very beneficial for the team.
It's really nice. It helps a lot, yeah. It definitely holds us together really well, and it lets me have a fun time in offense. But yeah, it's great. Great having him passing so well.
The Rustlers have 4 matches left in the conference season, with all 4 being played at home. And the home court advantages are beneficial to both players and coaches.
I think it's a really big advantage for us. I know all the guys, including myself, love playing at home, and we get a really good crowd turnout most games. And we feel very comfortable here as well. It's very easy to stick to our routines.
Being able to rest a little bit more, not having to come home after a long road trip and taking a day or two to get back to normal. We're able to do those things a little more quickly. So being at home in our own gym, familiar surroundings, it's tremendous. And
the team takes on the Northwestern Polytechnic Wolves Friday at 8 p.m., with the following match the next day at 3. For Primetime Local News, I'm Ben Lowan.
After the ACAC soccer season comes to a close, the Lakeland Rustlers men's soccer team doesn't rest as they get set for the futsal season. Our Thomas Wildman has more.
The Rustlers got their futsal season underway in the middle of January, where all 6 North Division teams played a round robin at Portage College, and the players were happy to be back on the pitch once again.
It's been good, we had to get used to a lot of things. It's been a quick transition from the winter break till now. So I think we've done a really good job of preparing for it, and I'm very proud of us.
The Rustlers went 3-2 in their first 5 games, setting them right in the middle of the North standings, with one of the 3 playoff spots being taken up by the host, Portage College Voyageurs. Only the top 2 teams will qualify for the playoffs, and the Rustlers have been working hard in practice to make sure they make the playoffs.
I feel like our energy was good. We had our 2 Sunday games, which was really good. Our energy was good pregame. We had good warm-up and stuff like that. So I was proud of that. Stuff we lacked, maybe just execution in the final third, when we have that back post run or a little tap in, we have to score that no matter what, because that's going to change the game or not. But I say just making sure we're executing key moments.
The Rustlers are hoping to continue their excellence in futsal as they came home with a bronze medal in last year's playoffs. The second regional tournament will kick off this weekend once again at Portage College. Thomas Wildman, Primetime, Local News.
Now time to take a look at all of the pet pictures you've been sharing with us for our Pets of the Day.
We want to see your pets. Send photos of your pet and their name to have them featured on Pet of the Day.
I'm joined by Crystal Monteith, the president of the Lloydminster Construction Association, talking about the upcoming Tritrade Event. Crystal, thanks so much for your time today. How's it going?
Thanks a lot for having me on, Callum. It's going great. And yourself?
I'm great, thank you. So can you tell me more about the Tritrade event that's coming up?
So the Tritrade is an opportunity for students to come in and have a hands-on experience with 51 designated trades over 7 industries. So we have automotive, building, electrical, industrial, metal, piping, service, and supporting industries of the trades. And it's put on by the major partners for the event are the Lloydminster Construction Association, Lakeland College, Government of Alberta, SAS Jobs, and Synovus Energy. So with these partners, we're able to bring in over 1,500 students from as far as Two Hills, Alberta, Meadow Lake, Saskatchewan, and of course our local school divisions for Lloydminster and the surrounding area.
how do students sign up? Is it only at the Lloyd X?
So actually, part of our organization committee includes the Lloydminster Public and Catholic School Divisions, as well as Buffalo Trails Northwest School Division as well. So everyone, the schools locally, and as far as I know, we have Meadow Lake and even Two Hills attending. They sign up their students through the school, and they sign up with the Lloydminster Construction Association. So you can contact Brandy if any schools haven't signed up yet and are interested. Typically around that grade 9 to high school age that attends, but yeah, everyone's welcome. I know there's a number of homeschool students that attend every year as well, which we're always happy to see. And yeah, and of course it's open to the public as well. The whole community can come join in and see what's available.
Cool. So we both know that the trades are a great career path to get into. Is this a popular event among students?
Absolutely. It's really fun. They get to come in, they can operate a little bit of the smaller heavy equipment, try their hand at hairstyling, welding, carpentry, just to name a few of the things that are really hands-on at the event. And yeah, it's great because we're partnered with or have the school boards on our school division, sorry, on our organizing committee. And it just shows how important that they recognize the trades are. And when it comes to students who maybe wouldn't have considered a career in the trades, you know, lots of them aren't maybe not geared towards that until they see how much fun it can be and what a valuable career choice it is. There's also need to highlight, we have a young journey persons booth, which gives the students an opportunity to talk to some younger individuals in the trades. You know, it's start young and get in there. It's not all just a bunch of old people in the trades. So it's good for the kids to see that as well.
You kind of touched on it a bit there, but what are the biggest benefits you see from the students after they come to the Tritrade event?
Obviously, getting to try it firsthand when you haven't seen it yet. Some of us grew up in, you know, farming industry and construction industry and led to our career paths, but there's a lot of people who maybe had no idea what the trades have in store. Also don't recognize that there's the entrepreneurial route of it as well. You're a mechanic, you're you know, a welder, a plumber, electrician, any of them, you can go start your own business, right? So things that kids maybe don't recognize when they're going through school and the pathways directed towards your more traditional and your university level route. Well, you got to realize that there's also the trade pathway as well. So.
Now, Crystal, is this event a way to get kind of more buzz around the trades among students? Because I know when I was in school, it was a lot of university-based questions and seminars and not a lot of information surrounding the trades.
Absolutely. And I can echo that. I know growing up, if you had good marks, it was you should go to university. And if you didn't have good marks, you should go to the trades. Well, that's not how it should be. If the trades interest you, you need you need brilliant people in the trades also. So yeah, it's a great way to show the students that there is another option and plant that seed young, right? As they're in that kind of the end of junior high, the start of high school, they're planning what their career pathway might look like, or maybe they have no idea and this gives them a few more ideas. So it's a way to plant that seed young, and if they're interested in it, then they're even potentially meeting with an employer at this event. They might meet with someone in a booth that they are like, that's where I want to be. So it's a really great event for that.
And lastly, Crystal, when is this event?
So it's on Tuesday, April 30th at the Lloydminster Exhibition Grounds, and it starts at 9 a.m. and we shut it down at 2:30 p.m. So plenty of time to get there throughout the day.
Thanks again, Crystal. This seems like an amazing event among the students, and I'm sure they thank you as well.
Thanks, Callum. Great chatting with you.
Furniture set and design supplied by Furniture Gallery, downtown Lloydminster.
We are here with one half of the legendary multi-award winning Canadian country duo, Doc Walker, and it's an absolute pleasure to get you on, Chris. How are you? How's it going? I see you're in the bus.
Yeah, we're in the bus here right now. It's on our way to Regina. The tour has been absolutely amazing. I can't say enough about just how much fun it is, and what the fans are getting out of this show with Jason and Michelle. I mean, uh, two Canadian legends, great stories, phenomenal singers. So it's just been a lot of fun all around.
Definitely. And we are talking about the Great Canadian Road Trip, literally
Yep.
going across Canada with Jason McCoy and Michelle Wright joining you as well on those stages. So tell us, how did this tour come to be and how did Doc Walker get involved?
Well, our agent in Winnipeg is also works with Michelle and Jason. So Todd and I were talking about doing something where it was, two or three acts go across Canada, and Jason was sort of the first one I thought of, just because I've known him for so long. He actually wrote Rocket Girl, one of our earlier hits, um, and Jason's he's a great performer in the sense that he's sort of the ringmaster, right? Like he could run a variety telethon. He's that good, you know. So it's great having him on stage. And then Todd mentioned Michelle Wright, and I mean that was a no-brainer if she'd come on the road. So we all got on the phone, talked about it, thought it was a great idea, and had rehearsals. And then as the show started going, I think is when we realized, how special this is. Like it's. You put a bunch of acts together. Sometimes there's going to be some, oh, I want to close the show. I want my picture bigger on the poster. There's none of that on the bus. There's none of that on stage. It's just, let's go out and give the fans a heck of a show.
It sounds like an absolutely fabulous time out there. So
Yeah, it is.
yeah. So you guys have already played a few shows in Alberta and in BC, and you're headed to Regina as we speak. So from what
Yep.
I've seen on socials, those shows have already been fantastic. So tell us in your
Yeah.
words, how have the shows been?
Well, yeah, they've been amazing. A lot of them were sold out, which is nice. Like I said, it's a fun show because it's not scripted, right? Like it's not like we do the same thing every night. A couple of nights ago, Michelle was in the middle of a story and then just said, "Well, I'm gonna go play the drums." So she walked back and started playing some Rolling Stones. So it's something interesting and something new every night. And like I said, the fans are really getting their money's worth on this one. It's just a lot of fun.
It sounds like we are in for the best show here in Lloydminster on February 26th. It's going to be a hoot. So, what exactly can we expect? What kind of show are we going to see and look forward to?
Well, that's the good thing. It's We don't know what to expect. So, but it's there's a lot of cool stories. All of us, we've been touring for years, so there's lots of great stories. We've got a video wall, so you get to see some cool old footage. Jason's a prankster, so you never know what he's going to put up on the video screen about me or somebody else. Um, and I think we just love what we do so much between the three of us, and we're just, after the whole COVID thing, to be able to be out and traveling across the country and playing for our fans that we've had for so many years and that have supported all three of us. We wouldn't be doing this for so many years if it wasn't for the support of the fans. So we're just excited to get up there and we have fun, and everybody has fun.
Oh my goodness, that sounds so exciting. And so many people are definitely going to have to go out to see that. Now, you guys are going to be hitting the road for quite some time. What are some road trip essentials you got to pack?
Oh, well, we all have a lot of cold medication on this one. I think, like my allergies, I usually don't get allergies. Now, maybe it's because of warmer weather, and Jason's been kind of fighting a cold. So there's definitely a lot of cold effects. Um, oh, what else? That's pretty much it. Yeah, that and a few beers.
Well, it is that time of year, that is for sure. So hopefully everyone starts feeling better pretty soon. But you guys are going to be absolutely amazing at all of your shows, including right here in Lloydminster on February 26th at the Victuba Community Theatre. Everybody can grab their tickets at victubatheatre.ca to see Doc Walker, Michelle Wright, and Jason McCoy on the Great Canadian Road Trip. Chris, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me today. Is there anything else you want to mention or talk about?
Oh, nothing. I just like I said, it's been an amazing tour, and I think we're actually going to try to carry this thing on a little bit farther. We're all realizing how special this lineup is, and how much fun we're having. So make sure you come out and check it out. You're not going to be disappointed, and it's going to be a blast.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Chris, for your time today.
Well, thank you.
That is all we have for you this evening. Thanks for watching and have a good night.